control equipment is a very traditional manufacturing company. We're really well known for producing things like cutting torches, gas regulators, all the type of products that you need to do metals fabrication. We also produce things like cylinder valves and all sorts of gas installation activities. So at gas control equipment, we've introduced a new product called Zen-o just recently, and it's a really new direction for us. This is a medical oxygen portable concentrator. What it does is produce oxygen for patients who have COPD. Basically, they have a respiratory problem with their lungs, and this device really assists them to be mobile, move around and enjoy a more fulfilled life. We developed a partnership using NVMA, Device Authority, COCOM and the PTC suite of products. And that was done primarily around the ability to be flexible in the development and the time to develop as well. The PTC suite of products really enabled us to have an end-to-end approach in terms of how we connect the product and how we work with the data, and to be really flexible in developing how those screens should look. For us, as we're opening up a market, we're unsure exactly what the customer wants. It was very important to be flexible. When we were developing Zen-o, we had a look at all the different further aspects we could do with the product. And one of our big ideas was to connect it to the internet and to be able to monitor the product while it was in the field. And there's various reasons to do this. A primary driver for us was around patient care. We knew the application quite well from lots of studies that we'd done, and we realised that, well, a lot of patients, they really don't know how the device is performing in reality to their own patient care. And what we wanted to do was bring a way that we could monitor that. There's also something really fundamental in an oxygen concentrator, and that's the sieve bed. And the sieve bed degrades over time. And there's very little way to predict how that sieve bed is going to change and when it needs its maintenance, as that's entirely dependent on the patient environment and usage profile. So to be able to remotely monitor the sieve bed was a huge driver for us. That would enable us to have a new service ability and to be able to bring the product with some new features that were not in the market. In a medical product like Zen-o, there are a variety of stakeholders in the product that you must consider as you develop it. And it starts for me right at the patient, but then we really need to understand how the patient care model works. And that's from the authority that decides how the medical oxygen delivery method is going to work, through to the insurers, the healthcare providers, and obviously the legislation that goes behind this. When we looked at connecting the product, we had to develop a really strong business case. It's something very new for gas control equipment to do. And we looked very deep into how others have approached the market. And interestingly, one of the largest business cases is around asset recovery, and it's predominantly around the US market. However, for us, we concentrated a lot more on the patient care perspective of the product, and that's as we feel it has the longer term business case. Yeah, when developing the connected Zen-o, there's been a lot of challenges. It's not out of the box technology, and we've developed a partnering route that really protected us from a lot of the sort of pitfalls that we could have had in the development. But even still, there was a lot of significant challenges for us. A key one was understanding the skill sets required to develop the product. We didn't have that internally, so we had to develop a whole partnership arrangement to be able to bring the product into the marketplace. Cost was, as always, a really big problem. The market has some really big players, much bigger than us, and they have a lot more weight to develop this type of product. So we had to concentrate very hard on getting a well-priced product. So one of the opportunities that we see with having a connected product going forward is to really understand the patient usage profile, and that will allow us to develop much better products than we could have envisaged previously. Understanding really how patients use the device, how the device helps the patient, will enable us to build much better products. Security is a really big and detailed question for us to address in this product. It's a medical product, it contains some patient data, and there is some strict areas of legislation. So security is really important to us, and we've developed a method again in our partnership approach that we can have a very secure product, and we're using some proprietary technology to do that. Clarity platform that we've developed for Zen-o is what we're envisaging as gas control equipment's connected platform. We're thinking about lots of different products that we can connect to it, and this goes from machine cutting torches right through to cylinders and even things like a gas welding torch. You know, we've got a whole wealth of products that we're considering now for connecting.